pictures emerged today of the man who may have murdered Peter Falconio, the British tourist missing in Australia. Security cameras at a garage captured a figure very like the E-Fit picture described by his girlfriend, Joanne Lees. And in a separate development, police are still to identify the body of a man found in the bush. From Australia, Julian Mannion reports.
Police have released pictures that may show a suspect in the Lees-Falconio case. On the night of the attack, security cameras at an Alice Springs petrol station recorded a man with a moustache coming in to pay after filling the tank of his utility vehicle. The pictures were taken about 5 hours after the assault and 200 miles from the scene. The petrol station is on the road leading south from Barrow Creek, suggesting that if the man was the attacker, he may have managed to drive out of the Northern Territory before police roadblocks were fully in place. Just south of Alice Springs, a police helicopter in action at the scene of the latest grisly discovery. Inside the taped-off area, a body found in the bush 20 or 30 yards from a small lay-by. The police are throwing all the resources they've got into this case, and the discovery of a body here has heightened the air of mystery surrounding it. All police will say for now is that the dead person was a white male Caucasian, but almost certainly not the missing British tourist Peter Falconio. The body, which had lain in the bush for several days, was taken to Alice Springs in an estate car. And soon afterwards, police confirmed that the dead man, who seems to have been in his 30s, had no evident connection to the attack on the two Britons.
I didn't say it was definitely not Peter Falconio. There is nothing at this time to link it to the Barrow Creek incident, and the clothing being worn by the deceased is not the clothing that Peter Falconio was last seen in.
Post-mortem results are expected tomorrow. Julian Mannion, ITN, Alice Springs.
5 people have been killed in a fire in a motorway tunnel in Austria. Emergency services took hours to bring the blaze under control after 2 cars collided. 2 children were among the dead. There are fresh concerns tonight about the health of Princess Margaret, whose appearance at the Queen Mother's birthday celebrations on Saturday so shocked well-wishers. Friends described her today as tragic and reclusive, who'd just rather given up. Here's Tim Wilcox.
It was for many the most poignant of contrasts. The wheelchair-bound Princess Margaret alongside her mother in almost rude health as she celebrated her 101st birthday. Margaret's frail appearance, a graphic illustration of how 3 strokes have transformed the once vivacious royal into a shadow of her former self.
She looked frail, she looked very tragically frail, but this is what she looks like. She is partially paralysed, partially sighted. You know, it's going to impose its own restrictions. It automatically means that she cannot be as active as she once was.
Famed in her youth as a headstrong beauty, Margaret for years epitomised royal glamour. But age and illness has not been kind to her. The princess, who's 71 later this month, did recently attend the Chelsea Flower Show. But close friends say that most days she rarely leaves her bedroom at Kensington Palace. Her morale has gone, said one, all her passion spent. And as this picture reveals, she's now so weak she has to be strapped into her wheelchair. Though her public appearances are increasingly rare, experts say that after 3 strokes, she's showing great bravery.
For Princess Margaret to go to an event that was going to have media covering her being there was actually, I think, a very courageous thing to do, and she should be congratulated for doing it.
Margaret's expected to fly to Scotland to join the other royals later this month at Balmoral. She'll be accompanied by a nurse and physiotherapist. Tim Wilcox, ITN.
We'll be back in a moment with Nicole Kidman opening her heart on her divorce from Tom Cruise. Now your news.